4:05 Monday morning, 40 degrees out here. It's a little chilly. What's up, guys? How was your weekend? I hope your weekend was great. Were you excited for the weekend? Anything great happen? Have something that was just exceptionally fun? What one thing stands out, right? How do you feel about this week? Do you feel as excited for this week as you did for this last weekend that is now past? I hope that you do. I hope that you can find that and figure that out. And if you can't, you need to make some changes. Like if your life is so miserable through the week that you are more excited for the weekend than the week, we need to figure that out, right? You need to figure out how to change that. And maybe that's something drastic, right? Maybe that is a reduction in pay by changing jobs. Better yet, you start a business of some sort, in which case it's going to be a reduction in pay for quite a while. But the sooner you do that, the easier that's going to be. And once it starts going, it compounds so largely. If you can buckle down for 5 years and put everything into your business for 5 years, that's the difference between making hundreds of thousands a year, hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and millions a year. It's that 5 years. That has to be the most important thing to you as well as your family, right? Well, my wife works, so I can do that and then just kind of piddle over. No, you can't. Like, that has to be the thing. And maybe that's not for you. Maybe you and your wife both work. But what happens if you have built your life off you and your wife working, and one of you gets sick and can no longer work, or gets injured and takes time off, or the way the economy is, right? So if you have your own business and your wife has her own business, or you and her have a business, or you have a business and she works within your business, you can make the choices to maneuver the company in a different direction as the economy changes. Or better yet, you have something that you build, a service that you offer, a product that you build, and then you build media around that product, and then you build trust with your audience, right? You build value with your audience. So your audience starts coming to you and they're not even a customer of your product. And then when you monetize that, they have interaction with you, they have access to you, and they have value from you and trust. And then you have revenue coming in those manners. And then you use click-through, right? You use other types of revenue. And that builds up, especially over 5 years. But it can build up over a year, 2 years, so that even if the economy did change and people stopped putting as much money into your product, but they put money into your availability and your teaching, right? So you can maneuver those things. You can do courses, you can do content, you can do ebooks, you can do hard books, you could do seminars, you could do get-togethers. There's just so much things, so many different avenues, right? And you can change those. And once you get face-to-face with those, and once you build that audience, you can take that ship in a different direction. You can add products, you can change products. We have products now that we've just stopped making over the last few years because fewer people wanted them. And then the people that do want them still, they're willing to jump through hoops to get those things. Not hoops, but they're willing to pay a premium price. We have products right now we've just stopped building, but we'll still build them one-off, and there's a custom fee. And we're building more of those and not having to allocate the time, and the profit margin is higher. Not the profit margin, but the cost is higher because we're only doing one rather than 24 of them. But we're doing them consistently enough that we could have a person or two persons just do those as a one-off, and we're able to give the customer exactly what they want. They can pick their color combos, we can mix and match different things for them, and everybody's happy about it, and we don't have inventory sitting on the wall. But more importantly than inventory sitting on the wall, our bottleneck is our labor. I only have so much capacity, I only have so many people that work every day. So now I don't have to build 24 of something that are going to trickle out of here. But more importantly, I didn't allocate that labor for those 24 things. And I was able to build 23 other things that took whatever it is, 5-6 hours per piece. And that's what it's about. So it gets the product into the hands of the customer. and it gets the cash into the business, and we don't have to wait for somebody to buy this thing. And that's the biggest thing. And the more important piece out of that is that thing is, why is it so dark? There it is. The most important thing out of that is that the customer gets the product, because every time the customer gets the product, especially when they're happy and we built exactly what they wanted, they talk about it. They tell people, they show it off, they make social media posts, and then they interact with you also. Once they've had a good business relationship, once they've had a good business experience with you, they will interact with you, and you actually become friends with a lot of those people. A lot of the people that I call friends found us, and I met them because they were customers. And then they started coming out to our events, and they started interacting with the live social media stuff. And then they started interacting on our multiple lives when we invite guests on. And some of those people have actually been guests that we've had on the show. And some of those people are people we do business with. So I hope you're happy for this week. And if you're not, I hope you can figure out how to find something that you are happy about and bring it into your day on a weekly basis, on a daily basis, not just the weekends. Now I'm kind of cold.